your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Brian Schnee. Thank you for joining us. Today was Oregon's special election as a number of measures are set to be determined. Here's a look at some unofficial numbers as they come in. We start in Jackson County tonight. Evans Valley Fire District 6 seeking a local option tax levy of 97 cents for every $1,000 assessed value for 5 years. If adopted, the district will use the tax revenue from this measure to increase the level of service, improve current operations, enhance its first response capabilities. This levy would start on July 1st of this year. However, the levy is not passing, with nearly 63% voting no. Central Point School District 6's bond, if approved, it would address a number of issues the district is facing. The bond would improve safety and security at schools, replace or improve mechanical systems for efficiency, health, and safety, address overcrowding, and repurpose property to provide learning spaces. Right now, the bond is passing with more than 57% voting yes. On Josephine County residents' ballot, it reads, quote, "In your opinion, should Josephine County begin the process to form a rural fire protection district in currently unprotected areas?" The question will provide information to the county commissioner as they consider whether to begin the process of forming a rural fire protection district in those areas of the county. The purpose of the district would be to provide an adequate level of fire protection service throughout rural areas of the county that are not currently within the fire protection district. So far, it is passing with 65% voting yes. Voters in Josephine County being asked to weigh in on a proposed lodging tax slated to be imposed for motels, hotels, camping sites, and vacation home rentals like Airbnb. It's known as a transient lodging tax. Josephine County currently does not collect taxes on lodging in the county. Currently, the tax is not passing, but only by a slim margin, with nearly 51% voting no. Grants Pass drivers might start getting taxed when filling up. Measure 1791 would impose a 3-cent per gallon fuel tax. The money would be used for construction, reconstruction, improvement, repair, maintenance, operation, and use of highways, roads, streets, and roadside rest areas. Right now, the tax is barely not passing, with just more than 51% voting no. Grants Pass City Council proposed a measure that would begin paying Grants Pass City Council members. City Attorney Mark Bartholomew says council members have never been paid for their service before. Currently, there are no city councilors in Southern Oregon who receive such a stipend. It looks like it'll continue being that way, as overwhelmingly 80% of the voters are saying no. To Klamath and Curry County in just a moment. Across the state, drop-off locations closed at 8 p.m. Positions on school and water boards, among other things, on ballots. Keaton Thomas reports.
We found several people fulfilling their civic duty on election day, but for these special district elections, this is a pretty uncommon sight. Half the school board seats in the state are up for grabs, yet turnout is so low. Voters I talked with don't understand why.
It's such an easy thing to do, and especially with our having the voter pamphlet, you don't have to search out the information, so I can't figure it out.
The folks at Multnomah County Elections helped me put this into perspective. They said turnout is expected to be about 15% for this election. During a presidential general election, it's normally about 80%. The most recent midterms saw 72% turnout. Primaries get about half that, and elections with big bonds or money measures get about 50%. A spokesperson for the Oregon School Boards Association told me these elections literally shape the future of our state, but they often see few candidates and few voters.
They're watching out for public money, and they're taking care of our children. In a very real sense, they're guardians of the future of this state.
To Klamath County we go. Today, residents voted on whether to improve 911 communications. The levy would keep current dispatch service levels with continuation of 5-year levy of 8 cents for every $1,000 assessed. Klamath 911 Emergency Communications District will continue to use the tax revenue from this measure to maintain funding for critical positions and other services. Right now, the levy is passing with 76% voting yes. Residents across Curry County also voting on a transient lodging tax, but at unincorporated areas of the county, it would be a tax on guests who stay in local hotels and other lodgings. This measure may raise an estimated $602,000 for tourism promotion and tourism-related facilities and approximately $258,000 for other county services. The tax is passing with 57% voting yes. Quote, in your opinion, should Curry County tax goods and services purchased in the county? The advisory question will provide information to the Board of County Commissioners on whether they should impose a 1.5% to 2% tax on goods and services and real estate. The tax could generate between $2.5 to $3.5 million. Currently, 84% of the voters are saying no. Residents were also asked, should Curry County be able to tax the production of recreational and medical marijuana? State law currently prevents counties from taxing marijuana production. In December 2017, the Association of Oregon Counties, which includes Curry County, formally recommended that state law be changed so that 5 southwest Oregon counties, Coos, Curry, Jackson, Lake, and Josephine, could tax marijuana production. It's passing with 62% voting in favor. To Lake County tonight, residents within the North Lake School District voted on a school bond that would bring millions of dollars that would upgrade, renovate classrooms and improve transportation maintenance facilities. If the bonds are approved, it will be payable from taxes on property or property owners. Currently, the votes are not in tonight. Not all results are final this evening. For updates on the special election measure items, log on to KTVL.com. Click on the banner that pops up at the top of your screen.